Holy bad Robin, Batman. Ugh. So look, a while back, I decided to buy into something, okay? This made too much sense. It was too good. I had to have it. I bought it, okay? I mean, look at this. This is the Batman that I want. Like, this is Knightfall Batman. And you could argue that the gray should maybe be a little darker, and it's not entirely impossible that you could be right. We're all going to have our own opinions here as to how this should be. But in terms of what this is, that gray might be just about perfect, because with proper lighting, if it's in a darker space, it will look like a darker gray. I can buy into this, and that blue is just right, that if it's in the dark, it'll highlight right in certain kinds of light. I have a feeling that photographing this guy, that I'm going to get some pretty good shots out of him, and it's going to be just what I'm looking for. He might be too bright. Maybe. Just maybe. But when I noticed that he was going to be a thing, when I said, oh my God, yes, and as you could tell, May 31st, as soon as I saw this thing, I was like, I gotta have him. I gotta have that Batman. So I got him. And I knew that there was a Knightfall Robin coming with him. That was going to be released. And it was going to be a Tim Drake. Tim Drake is my favorite Robin. So I said, it's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic news. That's what I need. Well, I found him. And he's not at all what I was hoping he would be. So, look, one of my big problems comes with his face. See that? Like, what? There's a couple of problems I'm having here. One, I really don't like that face. I do not like that face. I don't like that the suit is like armored. He didn't wear armor. We weren't at that point yet. Case in point, if this is the Batman we're going with, that's not like armor. It was still at that point where they were claiming it was like some sort of weaved material or whatever that was an armor, but it wasn't an armor. And we blatantly knew, in terms of every time that we chose to, like, you know, when we saw the comics and whatnot, you could very blatantly look at it and go, it's not the armor. That's not armor. Like, it's a shirt. And but of course you let it go. The pants seem right. The boots are okay. The gloves, I'm sure, fine. The mid piece, that doesn't seem right to me. And his body, and maybe it's because I don't see him standing next to anybody, but he needs to have like the teen body. I need to see this guy for myself I really don't like that face. That face is bad. What is that? What's with the Elvis lip face? It's a bad Robin. Personally, it's a bad Robin. Look, case in point, guys. Look here. Okay? That's the Robin. Right there. That's the one that we want, is that Robin. This was Knightfall Robin. And he's smaller than Nightwing, very blatantly. He's a smaller dude. This doesn't feel right. Like, I look at this and I see his face, and I really don't like that face. And I should have known by this picture that I wasn't going to necessarily like it, because now I can see it. When it doesn't have all that fanciness behind it and everything like that, I can blatantly see it. This is not the Robin I was hoping for. And that even makes more sense, because this looks more right. That's not right, by the way. I still wouldn't have cared for that. But, like, And these pictures, I don't know, because they're side by side like that. I wish I could see him actually standing, because Batman should be much bigger than Robin at this stage, without a doubt. Tim Drake is the smaller guy. He should be the smallest body that we have available. Nightwing should be a little bit smaller than Batman. Not by much, but he should. Batman should be the biggest imposing person on the scale of Superman. And then Robin should be smaller than that. And when it, like this is, look at this. This is a one-piece thing that's not, see, it's really bothering me. Maybe it shouldn't bother me as much as it does, but it does. That's armor. And this isn't what I was hoping when they said I was getting a Tim Drake Knightfall Robin. That's not Knightfall Robin. It would be close if they'd made this a fabric. And maybe that belt could be the littlest bit different. Maybe I'm nitpicking in some aspects here, but I think they took a body from Red Robin, and I think they changed the arms and they repainted it. I think that's what they did here, and because of that, this is not Tim Drake Robin. It is not Tim Drake Robin. As far as I'm concerned, he seems... I wish I could see him standing next to Batman, because that would help me determine this a little bit, because maybe if he's standing next to Batman, he's a little bit better. Well... So look, seeing the images, I'm not buying this Robin. I will not buy this Robin online. This is something that I absolutely have to see in person and have in my hands. If this doesn't show up in a store, in a Target, in a Walmart, in whatever, if it does not show up in a store where I can physically hold it and compare it to the Batman, I don't want it. I think they messed up my Robin. Maybe some people feel very differently, and maybe this is exactly what you wanted, but I didn't. I was really hoping for a Tim Drake Robin. I need that face to be different, and I need the shirt to be a shirt. This should be like a onesie thing. It may not be the most flattering thing ever, but that's what he wore. Just like Batman. Batman wasn't at the point yet where he was wearing armor like the Dark Knight stuff that we see in the Christopher Nolan movies. We weren't there yet. And like all the New 52 stuff, he wore armor. It was like a very noticeable that this is like a Batman armor thing that he's wearing. At this point in time in the 80s in Knightfall, that was not a thing. It was not a thing. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not buying this Robin. No. No way. Anyways, just wanted to say my piece. I'm skipping this Robin. I have zero interest at all. We've got other things to talk about. Let's move on.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.